flag on this. Is Scott back?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody. My name is Brett Ramsden. I'm the Vice Chair of the Lunenburg Sewer Commission. Welcome to our meeting. I'm standing in for Mike Mackin. We are starting our meeting now and going to start with the Pledge Allegiance to the flag, which you can find on the screen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag
of the United
of
States
the United
of
States of America,
to the
and to the
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Scott. And okay, so in accordance with the requirements of open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting of the Sewer Commission is being recorded and will be able to be found on the Lunenburg Access YouTube channel after the meeting. The following information is also provided for members of the public that would like to participate in the meeting remotely. To participate remotely from a computer, please use the link to join the public meeting webinar found on the posted agenda, or from a telephone, dial the toll-free number 888-475-4499. And then enter the webinar ID 831-8724. If you have not registered with Zoom, you will be asked for your name and email address. No participant ID is needed. Just press pound when asked. I will do a roll call vote of all members. And I'm going to start with Eli Torres, who is not here. Joseph Hurley.
Here.
Scott Dahl.
Here.
Mike Mackin is not available, and I myself are here. So we're going to continue with a roll call vote of the staff. Bill Bernard.
I am here.
And Andrew Valerie. Valerie? Is it?
It's Valia. I'm here.
Valia. Thank you. Gonna take me a couple.
No worries.
All right. And Jane Ramley, of course.
Here.
Thank you all for being here. Is there any public to make a public comment?
There is not.
Okay. There any public comments that a commissioner or staff member would like to make? Okay. Well, moving right along. That would also double for announcements. Seeing none. Let's jump into current business. Has everyone had a moment to address and read the minutes from 10/19/24 and 12/10/24?
Yes, I did. I read them earlier. You got the email.
I myself have not. Joe, have you had a chance to look at them?
I looked through them. Everything seemed fine to me.
Okay. Do you gentlemen feel comfortable accepting them as written? Gene does do an awesome job.
I do, yes.
Okay. Scott, you do as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Having said that, I'd like to call for someone to make a motion to accept the minutes of 10/19/24 and 12/10/24 as written.
I will motion to accept the 10/19 and 10/24. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
12/10/24. Yes.
Sorry. The
That's
previous
okay.
two, I guess, though.
That's all right. Scott, can I have a second?
I will second the motion.
All right, let's do a vote. Scott,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
and I for myself. All right. Motion carries. We're back to 12 Kimball Street. We discussed last week regarding the assessments. And Bill, I believe you may have some further information for us there.
I do. So just a brief update. The owner of the property came into the office today. and he stated he is gonna pay the privilege fee in full right now.
Oh,
So, once he does that, there is a form that I sent out via DocuSign. I believe Scott signed it. And I can't remember if anybody else did, but if you could,
Somebody else did.
okay, must have been Joe.
I think I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Brett,
Right.
if you
Was it
could
today?
sign that.
yeah.
a
Uh,
couple days
last-
ago.
yeah. last
Yeah,
week.
I've tried signing it 3 times and I can't get anything but my first name on there, and then I typed the second name on there. So I signed it. I believe it said it was accepted. Let me know if you see my name on there.
Okay, I'll check tomorrow. If not, I'll reach out to you again.
Yeah, I
But-
can't seem to. The script version only has my first name, and I can't figure out how to add my last name to it. I'll work on that. I'm not much of a tech guy. I'm lucky to be on this Zoom right now.
Yes, so once you gentlemen sign off, that should end your participation in this, and then it goes to the treasurer's office, and they handle it from there.
Okay. Well, it's great that he came in and paid in full. So yeah, we definitely need those and that in the coffers. So next we have the annual report for fiscal 2024 discussion. And Bill, you wanted to explain some more things about that one? You've got the floor.
Sure. So every year, every commission and department has to put a little story in the town report. So it's usually just a brief description of what went on during the year. Typically, Jane writes it for us, and Jane has volunteered to write it again for us. So,
What a lady.
Jane, I don't know if you want to
Thank you,
add on to
Jane.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll write it. I just have to get some figures or have you fill in the figures for like how many sewer uses there are and the dollar amounts and stuff, but
Okay.
Should we add something like the large repairs on Mass One kind of thing?
Yeah.
that would be, let me see, it only goes up to July 24.
Oh,
So-
right, of course.
That's
Anything
right.
after that wouldn't be in there.
No, that's just another reason we keep you around because you're starting to Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we appreciate it, Jane, very much.
So, so once I write it, it would be on an agenda and you all would have to vote on it before it goes to the business manager, the town manager's office.
Okay.
So,
And Jane, do you remember the due date? It's
February 17th. So it should be, I'll have it for your next meeting.
Yeah.
okay, perfect.
Guess we're gonna have to approve it.
Unless you want to write it.
Nope,
Yep.
I'm good with that. But really do appreciate it, Jane.
Okay,
And thanks for being here, of course.
yeah.
And that's great. All right. Bill, was there anything else we needed to know about the annual report?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Jane. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We wanted to get back to talking about our absent members. It's one, but obviously Mike has reasons. But I thought maybe we would talk more about that. And Bill, have you had any contact of any kind with Eli Torres?
Actually, I have.
Really?
I tried multiple avenues, and you wouldn't believe how I got a hold of him, but I got him.
Uh-huh.
So he sent me an email. He said he took on a new job, and it's taken up a lot of his time. And he's sorry, but he doesn't have time to be on the commission anymore. So he is going to write a resignation letter and bring it to town hall, in the next week or so. So once he does that, we can start recruiting a new member to replace him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we know the story. It would have been nice if he reached out somehow.
Yeah, a little earlier would have been better, but
Yeah.
at least I got him. At least we know now.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Bill. Thank you very
Mhm.
much for reaching him.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And also, hopefully, he finds the time to write that letter.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, but yeah, thank you very much. And then moving on, we've got, we finally have that one we have an answer for. And then, we've got some updates from our DPW director. And, we're just gonna keep you involved on every question here, Bill. And, so our first up on that would be that second quarterly billing and demands. How are we looking on that? Drew, is there anything, Andrew, is there anything I can ask you that you would be able to give us some
Yeah.
info on?
Oh, absolutely. So with the demands, I think I'm actually a little, I'm happy about this. I think I got it to go through with straight tens as it should be on the what sheet. I just need to get the whole report to print out. So I'll be with Paula probably tomorrow, and I'll see if we can just get that report printed out, and then we'll have Jane. I was hoping to have Jane, maybe I'll email her tomorrow to see if she can come in for Friday, if we can get that done. We're working on the quarterly billing as well, and we've made progress with that. And that should be done within the next week or so as well. So
Wow.
I think all is going fairly well. So
We're really excited to hear that.
I'm hopeful. So
Yeah, that's great. And great job. And we appreciate it. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Andrew?
like I said, it's been a little challenging. Like I said, trying to navigate the system. I don't know. I've tried to go back and forth. With the demands or whatnot, it's that was the most challenging. But for some reason, I feel like I got it to work, and I brought it to Bill earlier today as well. So hopefully, like I said, once we get that, I know that we're doing the quarterly billing. That should go smoothly. It has been going smoothly. So yeah, we're on track, I think, at least with those two things.
Well, those would be big ones. And we're glad to see it moving forward, and you're doing a great job. So we appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it as well.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, well.
agreed. Andrew's been doing great. He's been picking it up. Paula's a good teacher, but to give Andrew a little bit more help, we reached out to the consultant that the town uses for Munis. He's a former Munis employee, so he knows inside and out. So he's going to come in, what did we say, like February 20th or 26th?
Yeah, I think the middle of February, Bill.
Yeah.
Which that's fine, but any extra help on the system is much appreciated because it's very complex,
Yeah.
as we know.
Yeah, I asked him to give Andrew like a high level look at Munis and what it does in the background. So instead of just following steps, try to understand what's going on. Because once you understand what's going on, sometimes if you get stuck and you know what should be next, it's easier to figure out how to get there. So, and if there's any issues at that point, maybe he can resolve them. So
That's fantastic. Now, where did you find this guy?
the town found him a while ago. So he came in and helped Paula a couple times, and he's helped the treasurer's office recently. So
Hmm.
yeah, he's a good resource.
That's fantastic.
And the best part is he's being paid out of ARPA money, so it doesn't come out of our budget.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have any comments for Bill or Andrew? All right. Great. Well, I'm not used to hearing positive things about that. That's great. All right, gentlemen. Good work. And then what's next here? We still keep the assistant to the business manager position information on here just to talk about, and didn't know if you've got any leads going there, Bill.
We do actually. We have two candidates. The resumes look pretty good. So
No
we have one interview lined up for this week and one interview lined up for next week. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, one of them looks good for us. Actually, I will let you guys know when. One's Thursday afternoon and one is next Tuesday, I believe. But I'll give you the dates and times. So if one of you can sit in on the interview, you're more than welcome.
Wow. This meeting's full of all kinds of sunshiny information.
It is. It is.
How about that? Half the list of everything we put on this agenda has been all worked out. That never happens. Actually, most of it. All right. Now, what kind of great news do you have regarding the manhole repairs?
I'm gonna let you down. I got nothing new. Sorry.
Well, they're probably going to need the frost out of the road to do their work to begin with.
You let it
That
ride
would
too many
be
times.
ideal. Yeah.
The entire street is lifted about 4 inches right now. So
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need that.
if you were to set it to this height, it would be sticking up out of the road come mid-spring.
Mhm.
It's funny how many people don't realize how the earth rises every year. Well, not so much in past couple of years, but we got a doozy this
Yeah.
year. So,
Yeah, there is a reason why we restrict road openings from November through April 15th. So
mhm.
there's good reason for it.
Oh, yes, there is. Gentlemen, before we move on to future agenda items, is there anything you have for a question for our DPW director on these items?
I do not.
Okay. Now, what about future agenda items? We're going to still want to hear more about our possible assistant business manager candidates, which is great news. And we could maybe we'll keep the second quarter billing update on there just to hear some more rosiness and see where we're moving there. Let's see what else. Any this week's minutes. And Bill, we'll start with you. Can you think of anything else we should be adding to the agenda in 2 weeks?
Well, we'll keep the fiscal year 24 annual report on there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll see what else comes up in the next 2 weeks. But other than that, I think we're in good shape.
All right. Well, we know you'll put what is necessary on there, and sounds like Andrew is learning the ropes, and he might have something to add. You never know. But you two will certainly be communicating. And let's go with that. And then we've got let's see, any old business pretty much covered, from what I understand, unless somebody else has something. All right. And then, of course, we're back to public comments that aren't going to happen since we have no public.
Well, I have one. Just a reminder to residents to not flush anything down the toilet other than your waste and toilet paper. Flushable wipes, if they say they are, they're really not. They
No.
tend to clog up our system. So please don't flush flushable wipes. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. And does anybody else have any kind of comment? All right. I just want to say that this felt like a very positive meeting. Hearing any kind of progress with Munis and more help on the way with an assistant potentially. money coming in and a plan for repairs in the future. I think we're not in terrible shape on this commission at the moment. So it was a good meeting, gentlemen. Our next meetings coming up, we've got one February 14th at 7 p.m., which is a hybrid meeting. We'll be meeting at the DPW, and of course, you can chime in by Zoom. We'll also have the meeting after that would be February 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. And that's a Zoom meeting. Again, February 11th is 7 in person. And I'll try to keep this in my own mind. 6 on the 25th being Zoom. March 11th will be also a hybrid meeting at 7 p.m. And March 25th will be a 6 p.m. Zoom meeting. And I guess we're in pretty good shape. I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting, gentlemen. If someone would like to make that motion.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
I'll take both. And I'm going to do a roll call vote. We'll do Joe first,
Aye.
Scott,
Aye.
and I for myself. Thank you, everybody. Great meeting. Great job, Andrew, Bill, and Jane. And we appreciate everything all of you do.